SANI cries out from EFCC custody, raises critical questions on bribe allegation. Former senator and civil rights activist SHEHU SANI, who has been in detention since the past 2 weeks, has described the bribery allegation against him as spurious and an attempt to dent his name at all costs. SANI, who personally sent a statement to Daily Post in Abuja on Thursday, insisted that he was being incarcerated using a Kaduna-based automobile businessman as a result of his criticisms of the current administration. He vowed to speak louder when he comes out alive. He wrote, "The allegations of extortion against me is baseless, factless, unfounded, and hollow. It is scripted stream of mischievous concoctions and utter fabrications using a puppet state agent, all aimed at splashing feces and mud on me. The extortion allegation is nothing but a wholesale falsehood packaged in a phantom anti-graft package to taint, stain, and mute me. That shall never happen if I am alive. I have made my statements and provided all my facts against their package of lies, and I demand the EFCC to make public all the sheets of assessments and supporting documents for the world to see. My detention is unfair, unjust, prearranged, and politically motivated. Alhaji Sani Dauda and his hidden sponsors have not been able to provide any proof of the allegations. I'm unjustly incarcerated on the ground of an arranged 2-page petition backed with no evidential or documentary proof. Fascism thrives in frame up of its critics. They claim extortion, and here they are closing my bank accounts, searching my houses and offices, and demanding that I declare my assets, of which I have already done. I have already done that at the CCB last year when I left the Senate. Frame up cannot silence me. I have never ever met with the CJN or any judge or judges, or ever called directly or indirectly to offer to give or give directly or indirectly any form of gratification from Alhaji Sani Dauda. I have never ever discussed with ASD on any form of bribe or gratification to be given to any judge or any EFCC official. The bribe story is phantom. The bribe story is a fake, imaginative work of fiction, cruelly crafted to smear me, to frame me, and to justify my persecution. The bribe story is a heap of blatant lies, falsehood, concocted and fabricated, using a front and the EFCC to premiere a statement drama. ASD is a barely educated front for a state mission. Criminalizing me or framing me will not silence me, bend me, or compromise me." So guys, that's a statement of SHEHU SANI. If in this country we talk about fighting corruption, and we are using the same corruption to fight corruption, the alleged corruption, because when this news broke out, everybody just like at least 95% of people came out and said, no, now it can't be SHEHU SANI. And when we heard about the money, almost 6,000 or $25, which is almost like 6 to 7 million, roughly 7 million. How much were they collecting from what is it called, when he was a senator? Because he was the one that broke it as that they collect almost 15 million, and we even heard from other quarters maybe 30 million, 15 million, 20 million, something thereabout. Of course you can't trust anybody to that extent, but this guy has been speaking, because in this dispensation, what I have discovered, or what I have noticed, that every other persons have noticed as well. If you know that you have skeleton in your cupboard, you will not want to talk, because the next thing, because it's just like giving them an opportunity to to really get at you. If you know you have skeleton in your cupboard, that's why you see that majority of those people are not talking, they are not saying anything. I heard from somebody that that this administration is just using corruption cases. Maybe if they've seen your record, or maybe they've been able to notice that you have done one evil or bad thing before now, so they will just want to trace it. They will use that opportunity to silence most of the even the oppositions people from the opposition parties, they don't want to talk, because if you talk, they will just use that opportunity to silence you. So for you to speak in this dispensation, in this Buhari government, for you to come out and criticize the government, you must have checked yourself very well. You will check yourself whether you have not soiled your hands in any form. So for Shehu Sani, nobody's making up making excuse for him, but Abba, to a very large extent, like I said, nobody can be trusted. But I could see the support he got immediately when that news broke out that it was a case of extortion, and people was like, Abba, even if you are calling maybe billions of naira and what have you, people like, oh, people will just want to like pause. But even if the guy did what they were accusing him of doing, people still have that trust, a bit trust in him, because this guy has been speaking even while he was there, while he was in APC, before he changed, he left, he decamped from APC. He has been saying a lot of things. He will come out, even I think he's one of the people who in the party when he was with APC, he was one of the few that were coming out to say things the way they are, even when people were complaining about the happenings then. Of course, those things have not really changed. But now, what do we see? Majority of them in APC, they are not saying anything. They are not saying anything. I could remember when the issue of ÇØÉŞং 0Đ was ongoing. A majority of them kept quiet. At the end of the day, as soon as ÇØÉШং 0Đ came out, they started speaking. Oh, the president did the right thing. He's law abiding. He obeys a rule of law. He obeys court order and all of that. And these guys were not saying anything. So those were the ones that even had a courage to even speak. Up till now, some of them are just, there. They're not saying anything. So, but if you want to speak, you want to criticize these governments, the only thing they will want to use to tackle you is to go and check your record, whether you've committed any crime before now, most especially in the area of corruption. So they will just want to go after you. So even if they don't see anything, they want to just bring up some things. Even the ÇØÉШং 0Đ case, like what Falana told everybody, told Nigerians, that the government is not even prepared to go on trial to try ÇØÉШং 0Đ and Bakare, because all the evidences they brought before the judge, they were able to quash them because they have no they couldn't hold water, and that is why they were looking for all manner of things to just keep him there, so that it will serve as a lesson to any other person that might want to talk or to criticize the government. So if you want to criticize the government, you just have to look very well, so that if you see that somebody has been kept without being released, you yourself, you have to advise yourself. So, and we really believe that, because even in the case of Dasuki, they say Dasuki stole all the money in this whole world. He did this and that. He did this and that. Good and fine, because we want people who have committed, who have caused havoc in the lives of people, whether by ammunition or by writing or by whatever, they should all be brought to book. That is what we are talking about. So it would have been an avenue for them to really nail this man, Dasuki. Why was he left in custody for 4 years? If you have a good evidence against him, because that is what we want. So at the end of the day, the whole thing just, we found out that they don't even have case against him. I can say it categorically, they don't have case against him. If you have case against him, why would he be there for 4 years? And this man was saying, what's this man's name? Sule Lamido. He said, all this issue of Dasuki collected money, he used the security money to do this. All those ones are wash, because they couldn't really, they are not really substantiable, or they are not really good evidence, because if really they have that against him, they would have done the needful. That it goes beyond that. That is just the personal thing of the president, and which is true. So does it mean they were telling us that they want to tell us that they spent that 4 years investigating, they are still looking for what to do to the man? So those are the things we are talking about. So for you to criticize this present government, you must have checked yourself very well whether you have not done anything wrong, because if you have done anything wrong, it is an avenue for them to just, to clamp you down. And Shehu Sani has spoken, because everybody has been waiting for him to speak, that, to speak what he knows about this whole thing. And that is what he's coming out to tell us. He said he has written a statement, with the EFCC, okay, the DSS also, that now they should show the whole world what he wrote. And that's why he was able to write this to Daily Post, and to know what has been happening. Because people in the first place, said, no, he can't be this guy. He can't be this guy. How much? 7 million as a senator, a former senator, and all of that. But that being said, no money is too small. But when you see, there's some people that that to a very large extent, for the fact that people just look down on Nigerians, so Nigerians are this, Nigerians are that. That doesn't make everybody to be corrupt. That is not the truth. We have a lot of people, even some politicians. That's why we're always like, oh, you don't make a categorical statement, or you generalize everybody. Even as we have politicians there, even if we know that the large numbers of them are not to be trusted, but we still have some few ones. But unfortunately, most of the time, you don't tend to see the few ones, because you say that they are just quiet, they don't want to say anything or whatever. But we still have some, even maybe, of course, we might still have some of them that are still outspoken, and yes, they have not really soiled their hands in any of these corrupt practices. So when you are talking, you don't just make a categorical statement that everybody is corrupt, even as the whole world is just trying to look at us, even at when we know ourselves that a lot of people are not a lot of them are not clean. Yes, we still have few people. They might not even be free. We still have majority of people that are still honest, that are still doing the right thing. So SHEHU SANI has said, made his own statement, made it public, that the whole world should know that all of these things do not have a base, and they are just trying to frame him up, not just for him not to be able to talk. And a lot of people have said it initially when the news broke out. Everybody said, yes, we know the reason behind all of these things, and that's just the way it has been. But thank God that he's talking now. Someone says all these are works of Buhari and his own children will still suffer for all what he's doing for people. I am truly disappointed. This is not the government that I love so much. I am weak. Someone says, I have always suspected that the senator might be framed up owing to his criticism of governments of the day. But true will always triumph over evil, no matter how long it takes. Someone says, SHEHU SANI is used to prison life, but I don't believe him. ASD can't lie against him. Someone say, are you saying this based on the relationship with ASD or what? Nigerians know the system of APC government at all levels. Also, Nigerians know you for who you are and what you stand for. After all this messing around, the president will claim that he doesn't know, and his wife will say, on the other hand, that people working with her husband in the presidency don't have contact with her husband in some of their actions. Does it mean that the president and his family don't read, listen, or watch Nigerian news? If they don't, what about the media is of the president? Nigeria is rolling back on daily basis, and we are expecting foreign investors. Of course, they are expecting foreign investors to come just like that. Okay? And someone says, Inshallah, their plans has failed. Ye governments of Lai leaders. If you are wearing a white apparel, you don't play with the street dogs. Supporting you ran under, wine and dined with APC as an upright man with this is the price you have to pay. I pity the VP and few others who will have to pay in one way or the other. And someone says all this shameless attitude is being perpetrated by the government that claims to be the integrity government. We fail. Instead of dealing with the bad situations that is befalling this nation, they are there trying to silence the voice of the voiceless. You will overcome every evil plot they set for you. So guys, what do you think? SHEHU SANI has made his own statement made to the public, and he said the statement he has given to the EFCC or the DSS, that they should make it public if really they know that what they are accusing him of is really genuine. But from what he has said, he knows nothing about all of those things, that all of those things are just a frame up. So guys, leave your comments below and let's hear your take. Thank you very much. Bye.